Hello, I'm Paul Heyman, head teacher here at Westcliff High School for Girls. In this video, I'm talking about how you apply to take the selection tests, and then, armed with the result, how you then apply for a place at this school. So this video is about applying for a place in Year 7 at Westcliff High School for Girls. The selection tests are taken and the results are known before you submit your choices to the local authority. This means you have a much better chance of knowing whether it's worth making an application to a grammar school. So now if we concentrate on the application process. If possible, you should visit the schools, but if not, you might want to look at the school website to see what information they provide. You must have registered with the Consortium of Selected Schools in Essex to take the test. We know that as the CSSE. In September, we hope you take the test. Soon afterwards, you'll obtain the results. And then after that, you'll apply through the local authority where you live using the local authority single application form. The number of pupils joining our school from in the priority area and outside the priority area varies from year to year. We set aside 80% of our places for pupils from the priority area, but if not enough of them pass the selection tests, then their places are released to pupils outside Southend. The total number of pupils joining us each year is 184. Westcliff High School for Girls has a priority area for candidates, and that priority area covers postcodes SS0 to SS9. So it's essentially Southend, Castle Point and Rochford. This slide is about the date by which you must be living in the priority area to be considered as an in-area applicant. You have to be in area by the 31st of October 2020. This was last year's date, I'm afraid, but the same principle applies. If you move in after that date, then your daughter will be added to the in-area waiting list so long as she's passed the 11 plus. But that means that she will not be allocated an in-area place necessarily on the 1st of March the following year. Each of the 4 Southend grammar schools reserve 10% of their places for pupils with preferential consideration. These pupils include looked after children or pupils in receipt of free school meals who pass the 11 plus. And we reserve up to 15 in area and 4 outside the priority area for this category. The Consortium of Selected Schools in Essex, or CSSE, administers the 11 plus on our behalf. Their website provides information about the schools in the consortium and how to apply. You must register with the consortium to take the 11 plus test, and this should be done online before July the 1st. If you miss the 1st of July deadline, you may still be able to take the selection test, but you'll need to complete a hard copy of the registration form and send it in by post or email. You will be asked to select a test centre, but this year we may have to make significant changes to the testing arrangements. We will let you know where you've been allocated, but this may mean your daughter or son will take a test in a different school. Now, these are the key dates that you need to know for the 11 plus this year. So by the 1st of July, you need to have registered if you can, and our planned selection test date is the 19th of September. Soon afterwards, we'll send out the results. Then on the 31st of October is the deadline by which you must apply using your local authority application form. The 1st of March 2021 is the national offer date. You may have already received a booklet from your local authority which details all the local secondary schools and how to apply to them. This is what the Southend one looks like. Most local authorities, as I say, will ask you to apply online using their common application form. You only make your application once you know the results of the selection tests. Wherever you live, Essex, Havering, Suffolk, Southend, if you want to have your daughter considered for a place at Westcliff High School for Girls, you will need to name the school on the local authority form where you live. Now, on your local authority form, you have to list your schools in order of preference. When the local authority allocates places, it will look at your first choice of school. If that school has places and you meet its criteria, then that is where your daughter will be allocated. Now, if after this initial process, your first choice is full, it will delete your first choice and move all the others up one. It will then run the process afresh, so you're treated fairly against all the other applications. This continues until your daughter has been allocated a school. To be able to be considered for a place in a grammar school, you'll need to place it near the top of your choices. You are unlikely to get a place in a grammar school if you've placed a non-grammar school higher up the list, if you actually meet the criteria to get in. If you know you're guaranteed to gain a place in a particular non-selective school, you may want to consider making it one of your lower choices, so that if you do not gain a place in one of your higher choices, then your lower choice school will still be treated as your preference. Both tests are an hour long, with some extra reading time for the English test. The English test also includes sections of extended writing. The purpose of the 11+ test is to select children who have the potential to thrive in an environment which provides a highly academic curriculum and a range of challenging pursuits. Such children would have demonstrated some of the following: curiosity, enjoyment of learning and problem solving, perseverance and completion of challenging tasks, understanding of all concepts taught at primary school, enjoyment of a wide range of literature and/or non-fiction text, creativity in sustained writing, ability to make connections between various areas of knowledge, good memory, imagination and original ideas, and the ability to work at pace and assimilate information quickly. And the head teachers of the consortium schools believe that in addition to that, children should be familiar with reading and responding to texts with a reading age greater than 11, understand the rudiments of spelling, grammar and punctuation. The maths and English papers are based on activities which should take place as part of your daughter's normal learning at school, and hopefully your daughter's junior school or primary school is helping her to prepare for these tests through her normal work. We do not recommend you over-prepare or over-cram for these tests, as that can be to your daughter's long-term disadvantage. Practice papers are available from the consortium. You can purchase also past copies of the tests. However, as I've already said, please do not overcoach your daughter. Pupils that only just make it into one of the grammar schools do often find it hard to keep up. Now, we're still waiting for guidance from the DfE about any possible alterations to the testing arrangements while social distancing is required. Please check on the website of the consortium and the individual schools for updates on this. At the moment, we must assume the tests will go ahead on or close to the published date. So goodbye from me and good luck.